on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Hey, smash Bronco!
First down, they go right back to Pierce. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Let's go now.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Broncos 10-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Pierce. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Hey, check that, street.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Stroud off the play fake. The pass finds Mechie in the end sheet. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Abanikanda. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, Abanikanda. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Texans at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. And now they'll shift things around. 2nd down, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Now the Texans are going the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Final play of the half, Stroud. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Suckum. And that makes the score 14-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's second and 10. Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying for it with P-Ryan. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
You know I'm old school, so I always want to hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Bridgewater now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's a big loss of footing, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can be big. In this case, it didn't.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Go!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now! Bronco switch! Bronco switch! Go, Reed! Go!
They go again with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ready?
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Go check. Go check.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pierce. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
In motion right, that's Collins. And Stroud now to throw. Touchdown, Texans! Takedown from 4 yards out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it's 21-10.
The score, Texans 21, Broncos 10.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Bridgewater. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This will be complete to Mechie. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Stroud to throw it.
At the 35-yard line.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He may go.
And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Israel Abanikanda
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I always think I just
that.
appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. With the noise, got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Repeat of the last play going to Mechie here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.